Hello students, in the present lecture we are taking an illustration on goods and services tax. In respect of goods and services tax, how to record transactions in the books by way of journal entries. So see the concern part, that is practical part on it. Journalize the following transaction in the books of Janata Trading Company. These transactions were happened in the year 2021 in the month May. On 1st May started business by Janata Trading Company with cash rupees 2 lakh, bank balance rupees 4 lakh and building rupees 4 lakh. On 3rd May purchased goods on cash from Ram of rupees 1 lakh at 18% GST. Here we are focusing in respect of GST, how to calculate GST and what is termed for it. If there is purchase transaction, input GST we are taking into the consideration. If there is a sale transaction, we are considering output GST. 5th May, goods sold to Rakesh rupees 1,40,000 at 18% GST for cash. On 7th May, paid for repairs rupees 10,000. On 15th May, paid for wages rupees 30,000. It is simple journal entry as regular as usual. On 18th May, purchased goods from Mohan of rupees 2 lakh at 12% GST. On 20th May, paid for conveyance expenses rupees 14,000. On 25th May, purchased goods from Kishore of rupees 1 lakh at 28% GST and paid half the amount by check. On 30th May, purchased machinery of rupees 1 lakh at 18% GST and half the amount paid immediately by check. On 31st May, withdraw from bank rupees 20,000 for personal use. These are the transactions occurred in the month May of the year 2021. On the basis of these information, we are going to prepare journal entries in the books of Janata Trading Company. We know that GST came into force in India with effect from 1st July 2017. India has adopted dual concept of GST. It means that central government as well as state government levying GST on goods and services. In case of state, there may be union territory. So we seen framework of GST, that is central GST, state GST, interstate GST, intrastate GST, IGST. So there are five things we are going to take into consideration. There is a negative list. It means that there are certain goods and services on which no GST will be charged. Then the following are the under mentioned are the slabs of GST: 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. So there are five slabs: 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. So highest rate of GST is 28% in India. Now we are taking journal entries. In the books of Janata Trading Company journal entries. For the purpose of journal entries, we have prepared here five columns. First column date, second column particulars, third one ledger folio, fourth debit rupees, and fifth credit rupees. In the year 2021, May 1st, on this day, Janata Trading Company started its business. For that purpose, they bring into business cash, bank, building. So here cash brought into business rupees 2 lakh, cash account debit 2 lakh, bank account debit 4 lakh, building also used of rupees 4 lakh. It means 2 lakh plus 4 lakh plus 4 lakh is equal to 10 lakh capital. For that purpose, cash account debit, bank account debit, building account debit to capital account. Here, being started business with cash, bank balance and building. So firstly, three assets, that is some assets are in the nature of current asset and some assets are in the nature of fixed asset. So cash brought into account, cash came into business, that is cash account debit. Bank balance also brought into business, so bank account debit. Building also utilized in business, so building account debit. These three things debited, and the total of which is named as capital to capital account 10 lakh. So this is the first entry regarding starting the business. On 3rd May 2021, purchased goods from Ram on cash at 18% GST. So purchases account debit 1 lakh. Here GST rate is 18%. 18% of rupees 1 lakh is equal to 18,000. These 18,000 divided into two parts, 9,000 and 9,000. So 9,000 for central GST, 9,000 for state GST. So entry for it. Purchase account debit 1 lakh. While there is a purchase transaction, we may write as input CGST account debit 9,000. Input SGST account debit 9,000. To cash account 1,18,000. So goods purchased on cash from Ram of rupees 1 lakh. 18% GST on it came rupees 18,000. This 18,000 has been distributed or divided between central GST and state GST. So 18,000 upon 2 is equal to 9,000. So 9,000 input central GST debited and 9,000 state GST is debited. So total recorded as 1,18,000 being purchased goods from Ram on cash at 18% GST. On 5th May, goods sold to Rakesh by us. So goods sold, that is sales, of rupees 1,40,000. Rate of GST is 18%. 18% of rupees 1,40,000 came rupees 25,200. It has been divided into two parts. So 25,200 upon 2. One part carries rupees 10,16,000. 10,60,000. Sorry, 10,600. 10,600. So when there is a transaction of sales, we may record it output central GST and output state GST. So entry for it. Goods sold to Rakesh on cash on 5th May 2021. Entry for it. In date column 5. Goods sold to cash received to us, cash account debit. That is the total of sales and GST. So sales is 1,40,000. Central GST is 10,600. State GST is 10,600. The total of these three items came rupees 1,65,200. So cash account debit 1,65,200 to sales account 1,40,000 to output CGST account 10,600 to output SGST account 10,600 being goods sold to Rakesh on cash at 18% GST. Then another entry. Amount paid for repairs rupees 10,000. This is simple entry. On 7th May 2021, amount paid for repairs. So cash gone from business and for the purpose of repairs. So repairs account debit 10,000 to cash account 10,000 being paid for repairs. On 15th May 2021, amount paid for wages 30,000. It is also simple entry. Amount paid, that is cash gone from us for the purpose of wage payment. So entry for it on 15th May 2021. Wages account debit 30,000 to cash account 30,000 being paid for wages. On 18th May 2021, purchased goods from Mohan on credit at 10% GST. Here goods of rupees 2 lakh purchased on credit from Mohan. So goods to, that is purchase account debit 2 lakh. 10% GST on it came rupees 24,000. These 24,000 has been allocated between central and state, and it is termed as in case of purchase the GST will be termed as input. In case of sales, GST will be termed as output. We are focusing here state government as well as central government. So total GST is 24,000. It has been divided between central and state government equally. That came rupees 10,000. So purchase account debit 2 lakh. Input CGST. CGST means Central Goods and Services Tax account debit 10,000. Input SGST account debit. SGST means State Goods and Services Tax 10,000. Total of these three items came rupees 2 lakh 24,000. That is to Mohan's account 2 lakh 24,000. Being purchased goods from Mohan on credit at 10% GST. We know that there are 5 slabs of GST: 0%, 5%, 10%, 18%, 28%. In other words, there are 4 active slabs of GST. First is 5%, second is 10%, third one is 18%, and fourth one is 28%. It means that in India, highest rate of GST is 28%. The rate can be determined on the basis of nature of item of goods as well as services. On 20 May, amount paid for conveyance rupees 14,000. Entry for it conveyance account debit 14,000 to cash account 14,000 being paid for conveyance. This is transaction happened on 20 May 2021. On 25th May 2021, purchased goods of rupees 1 lakh at 28% GST and half amount immediately paid through check to Mr. Kishore, and remaining amount is stated as credit amount. In this transaction, we can analyze this in the following way. Goods purchased 1 lakh from Kishore, half of GST on it at the rate 28%. So 28% of rupees 1 lakh came rupees 28,000. This 28,000 has been divided into two parts named as central GST and state GST. So 28,000 upon 2 is equal to 14,000. One part is of 14,000. So first part goes to or concerned with central GST. Second part is concerned with state GST. So goods purchased 1 lakh, central GST 14,000, state GST 40,000. The total of these three items rupees 1 lakh 28,000. Half of rupees 1 lakh 28,000 came rupees 64,000, that is half amount paid by check to bank account 64,000, and remaining account is credit, that is Kishore account is to be credited for rupees 64,000. So entry for it: purchase account debit rupees 1 lakh. In respect of purchase, GST is termed as input GST. It may be of central government, it may be of state government. So input CGST account debit 14,000. Input SGST account debit 14,000. Total of these items, three items, came rupees 1 lakh 28,000 upon 2. Why upon 2? Because half amount of total purchase is paid by check. It means 1 lakh 28,000 divided by 2 came rupees 64, that is paid by check, and 64 is to be paid, that is credit purchase. Half is credit purchase and half is cash purchase. So two items are credited here. To Kishore's account debit 64,000, to bank account 64,000, being purchased goods at 28% GST from Kishore on credit and half amount paid by check. So in this entry we considered 5 elements. First element is purchase, second element is central GST, input CAGST, third one is state GST, that is input SGST, fourth element is half goods purchased on credit to Kishore account, so consider recorded here, and half amount paid immediately to bank account. These are the 5 elements of this entry. Then on 30 May 2021, purchased a machinery on cash at 18% GST. So cost of machine is 1 lakh. GST on 1 lakh at 18% came rupees 18,000. This 18,000 has been divided into two parts, that is central government and state government. For the purpose of purchase transaction, we are recording input GST. It may be central government, it may be state government. So purchased machinery on cash, machinery account debit 1 lakh. Total GST is rupees 18,000, of which central government GST half, that is 9,000. Input central GST account debit 9,000. Input state GST account debit 9,000. Total of these three items rupees 1,28,000, that is cash gone, that is to bank account. Being purchased machinery on cash at 18% GST. Here machinery, that is capital expenditure made by us, machinery purchased, so machinery account debit, machinery is of 1 lakh, 18% GST on it, total GST 18,000. This 18,000 has been divided into two parts, central and state. For for center 9,000, for state 9,000. We termed that input CGST 9,000, input SGST 9,000. Total of these three items, that is amount actually paid by us through bank, that is termed as to bank account 1,28,000, and being purchased machinery on cash at rupees 18% GST. Last transaction, that is amount due from business 20,000 for personal use. The amount of business is used for personal matter, that is termed as drawings. Amount drawn from business for personal use termed as drawings. So in this case, proprietor of Janata Trading Company has drawn amount from business for his personal use, that is called as drawings. The amount was rupees 20,000. So entry for it on 31st May 2021, drawings account debit 20,000 to bank account 20,000, being cash withdrawn from bank for personal use. So this is transaction of drawing. So drawings account is debited and bank account is credited. So in this way our illustration is over here. So we focused journal entries but the which covers GST. So this is the illustration, that is problem with solution, that is termed as illustration. So in this way I am concluding my speech here. Thank you.